Hi, my name is Vic from Align Systems, and in this short video, I'll show you how to install Redbucket on your ManyChat account so you can copy files to permanent storage on Google Cloud and never get a URL signature expired error again. If you've used the user input option in your ManyChat flows, allowing your users to upload images, video, or audio, then you've probably noticed that Facebook expires the files after a few weeks, and suddenly they're no longer visible in your galleries or messages. The file name returned from the user input option looks something like this. And if you view the file in your browser after a few weeks, you get this error. After installing Redbucket, you'll get a new action to use in your flows, allowing you to copy the temporary file Facebook creates to a permanent storage area. Redbucket copies the file to Google Cloud Storage, so your file never expires. It also improves download speed, as Redbucket is backed by a global content delivery network, or CDN for short, so the file loads from a server closest to where the request is coming from. If you upload images like JPEGs or PNG files, they are further compressed and optimized with no noticeable loss of quality, making them smaller and even faster to load. You can even use the files on your website, increasing your site's speed while reducing the load on your server. Two URLs are returned from the Redbucket upload action, one on the Google bucket, which is uncompressed, and the one from the CDN, which is compressed if it's an image. You can upload any file, not only the ones created by Facebook, using the user input option, so you can place them on a fast content delivery network. The action also returns useful information like the file type, image, metadata like width and height, and even EXIF data like GPS location, title, and author, if available. Installing Redbucket is easy. Install the app on your ManyChat account, grab a token from our Messenger page, and you get access to another action in your flows with two options, upload and delete. Now let's do that now. To install Redbucket, from the ManyChat App Store, find Redbucket in the Productivity category and click on Install App, or head over to our website at align.com.au, find the Products menu item, and click on Redbucket. Then scroll down to the Install Redbucket on your ManyChat account button. Click that. It'll give you some information about the app and what it's going to do. Click on Install. Select the account you're going to install it to, and in this instance we're going to install it for one of our clients, Tourers. Click Install, then click Go to App Settings. Now in the app settings there is a link to our Messenger page. Copy and paste that link into your browser. I won't do that now, but if you do that, you go to our Messenger page and you can generate a token. So just to shorten this installation video, I've got the token actually remembered from the last time I did this on this page, so copy and paste that token into that field and click Save. And it should say Settings saved successfully, green message. Then that's it. Now what we'll do is we'll set up a very simple flow and show you how Redbucket works. But before I do that, actually what I'll do is I'll set up some three custom user fields. And I'll create a folder for Redbucket. And I'll just create three simple fields. Let's call them Redbucket. I always like to precede the custom user field with a useful name so I know what that field's about. So Redbucket, we'll call this the URL. This is going to be the URL to send to Redbucket. So we'll just call this, it's the URL of an image to upload to Redbucket. Okay, create. We'll create a new field called Redbucket underscore app status, and this is either going to be error or success. So we'll call it the status returned from Red Bucket app. It's either going to be success or error. Let's save that. And just one final field. We could create more, but we have an example template you could actually install which creates all those custom user fields. But just for simplicity, I'm going to call this Red Bucket image % saving. This will be a number field, and this will actually return from Red Bucket the percentage saving of the image when it's created on the CDN, the Content Delivery Network. So this will be image % saving on Red Bucket CDN. And I could create more fields like the image width and height, but I'll leave that for when you install the example template that we've got. It does all that automatically as part of the template. So that's it. We've got 3 custom user fields. Let's go to automation and let's create a test folder for our test flow. Create a new flow. Let's call it test Red Bucket. And let's get the user to upload an image. So we'll say upload your image, and we don't need this message here, so we'll delete that one, and we'll put the input into that Red Bucket URL custom user field that we created earlier. And after they do that, let's just show the file name. The file is, and this is the name of the file returned from ManyChat, just to show you what the file name is going to be. And this is the file that expires after a few weeks by Facebook. So that's the file name. And now let's upload. Create an action, and let's use the new action that we've got in our list, which is upload your images and files to Red Bucket. Select the upload file option, and let's pass in the URL of the Red Bucket URL that we've stored the image in. And we can leave the file name blank, but I'll come back to this afterwards and show you that you can actually pass your own file name into it. It's optional, so I can leave it blank. And then in the status field, let's put in the Red Bucket app status field, and let's return the CDN URL, overriding the URL that the Facebook file was in. So we will turn it back into that field, and let's return the % saving into this field here. You can see that there's quite a few other fields we can use, but just for simplicity we'll leave them blank for the moment. You can return the image width and height and the actual file type as well, and we can return an error message, but I'll just leave that out for simplicity right now. We are going to check the app status field anyhow, so let's just upload that. Then let's do a condition checking the Red Bucket app status is success. So if it's a success, let's say okay. Let's show the file has been uploaded to, and let's grab that Red Bucket URL again, and the percentage saving is, let's show the % saving, with a little % sign after it. Now, if it's not a success for some reason, you should also grab that error message if it's not a success, but I'll just say there was an error, which there shouldn't be, and that's enough for right now. That'll just upload that image and return the new URL into the redbucket_URL custom user field. So let's give that a test. Okay, so it's going to ask me for the image. Let's pass, I've got two test images here. One's actually 9.8 megs in size, and its original size is 3456 by 5184, so you can see it's a portrait image. When you upload it to Messenger always truncates. If it's larger than 4096 from memory, we'll see in a minute, it actually truncates the file down to that size. So there you go, it's saying the file is, and there's the really long file name, returned by ManyChat. And this is the return from the Redbucket action. The file has been uploaded to, and its file name is cdn.redbucket.media. This 5 character is unique to your Facebook page. It's always going to be that. This is actually a date timestamp, which is unique. And then this is part of, it grabs the file name because we didn't send a file name with it. It's using part of the file name from here to create a unique file name. And the percentage saving was 58%. So that's a great saving. So if I click on the URL here, which is the CDN Redbucket URL, you'll see the image uploaded. There you go. A nice picture of a kangaroo with a joey, and I actually took that photo a year or two ago when I was over in Western Australia. It's a great photo, and I always use it as a test. Okay, so that's a great example of Redbucket working. What I'll do now is show you that you can actually pass the file name. Let's just change this a little bit. Let's, after we upload the image, let's prompt for a file name. So let's go user input, enter a file name, and I'll put this file name into, I'll have to create a new field, redbucket_file name, and let's go new field, and let's put that in the Redbucket folder, and this is the file name. Okay, let's create that field, and now let's pass that into the Redbucket action on the upload. So in the file name field, let's put it Redbucket file name, let's pass that in there. Let's leave everything else the same. Save that, so you can see I'm passing the URL, the name, and just returning those 3 fields. You can click this option here, and it just says the file URL is required and name is optional. So we'll save that, and we'll run this again, and you will see that it'll use the file name as the CDN on the actual Redbucket CDN. So upload your image. I'll upload a different image this time. It's a picture of some springs. I was actually there a few weeks ago in South Australia. It's 4.1 megs. It's a landscape image, 4032 by 3024. Let's send that image. And enter a file name. There's the actual file name that ManyChat's returned again. And enter a file name, we'll just call it, it's actually Apple Springs. So you could pass a custom user field if you had that file name stored in that custom user field, but I've entered that now. It's uploading it, and it's been uploaded to, again, a unique file name, -Apple or -Springs. And the percentage saving on that one was 50%. So you can see you can get some rather good percentage savings with JPEG files. So that's how easy it is to install and use Redbucket. We also have an example template that you can install on your ManyChat account, which shows you how to use some more advanced features of Redbucket. To get that, click on step 3 on our website page. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope you find Redbucket useful. Cheers.